morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of MDC Trading Academy, with today's pre-market forecast for July the 31st, Friday, July 31st. We're also going to do a recap of the week. Let's jump to our news items for this morning. Remember, we had spoken earlier this week on Monday about the fact that we had a huge news week this week, and we certainly did. And today is no different. We start with core PCE at 8:30, personal spending, Chicago PMI in our trading session, and revised UM consumer sentiment. This is going to be an interesting one as well, as we are receiving the bad news, obviously, of the second wave of coronavirus and the effect on the economy. So these reports are expected and anticipated. The reaction, we don't know what's going to happen in the markets, but we do know, however, that this reaction is something that we've been expecting, simply because of the turn in the coronavirus and the increase in the coronavirus. Our daily chart today, as we see, we broke through another small flag here. Two incredible days to the downside, huge down days that end up closing on the upside. Today is no different. A huge range and incredible volume. Look at how this volume bar just completely outdoes everything that we've done the week. We actually averaged, I think, how many was it? It was a 1.9 million contracts traded yesterday, which is a huge number. But the interesting thing, though, is that the market is absorbing the bad news, but making recoveries to the upside. So that's what's interesting. Although these are down days, remember they ended up on the upper quadrant of the bar, which normally means strength to the upside. There's no difference today. Now, we're only 10 points off this swing here. Only 10 points off the swing, which is our next price level. And as we can see here in our next chart, we can clearly see as we broke through this channel, remember we came back to the channel, touched our flag here as support. Here, remember, all the buyers are sitting right along this bottom price level here, broke through, and here we are. We're about we reached this particular price point. Remember, we talked about this price point here being our next target. We pulled back off there. We're only about 10 points from this point here, which was our highest swing high we've had in several days, actually, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 6 days. This was 7 days a week ago when we established this intraday high in the pre-market, and we bounced off that. We traced off that with some profit taking. Did a lot of profit taking here, accumulation, pushing the market higher. So this is what we're expecting here. We're expecting probably a retest of this area once again, and then eventually here. Now, can we retrace? Absolutely. There is no doubt that the market can retrace. But what is it doing right now in reference to our opportunities? Let's go to our analysis chart here, which is the one closest to our trading level. As you can see, we're above the intraday high of yesterday. Remember how the market started way to the downside, and then right at about 10:30 in the morning, it began its march to the upside. You can see it here with a little bit of consolidation here, very clear consolidation here within this area. So there's your run, there's your run, there's your top, there's your bottom, and there's your consolidation. As you can see it here, we consolidated, even, but within here, as we break through the intraday high in the pre-market, you can see the strength up, but now the market is compressing. Best plays of the day, wait for the breaks, use these as support and launch, and vice versa. Breaks, use this as resistance, and come retest this level here. That's sort of two plays we're looking for today. In the morning, keep your eyes open on these support and resistance areas. Here is our key support and resistance, and our key support is right around this level here. I would actually kind of draw this even a little wider and kind of encompass everything. So there's where we're talking about in reference to support and resistance. We're compressing, we're expecting breaks, but we have clear targets that we can come retest before moving in any clear direction. Take care, have a great trading session, and have a great weekend.